stand, take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Letting you know that you're not alone. Holler if you feel like you've been down the same road.
I worked for the Idaho Department of Juvenile Corrections, and I was employee of the quarter. Woohoo! Oh wait, this was the only way I was going to be employee of the quarter. My name is Rhonda Ledford, and I am a whistleblower. I had contacted 58 state senators and representatives. After I shared some of my concerns with Senator Lodge, she told me I took my job too seriously.
And maybe you're taking it too seriously. Maybe that's what's happening with you, but you just can't be under that kind of stress. But it just sounds like it's just too stressful for you.
And yet, my former supervisor is now in prison. She was convicted of lewd conduct with a child under 16. Should that have been considered serious? Back in 2010, 2011, I was reporting many concerns. Some that were very serious, that could put juveniles and staff in harm's way. Safety issues, assaults on staff, lack of following policy. There's some things that we've done that could potentially put the juveniles and staff in serious danger. We had somebody up there that does not know how to run it. Nothing was documented. We did not follow what we had been trained at post and what we were training the staff. We'll look into it, or there's nothing we can do, you have to contact a different agency, or it doesn't fall under the purview of the state. There were a few responses that were similar to Senator Lodge.
Have you thought about changing jobs? I mean, why would you stick with a job like that? I wouldn't stick with a job like that. I'd be out looking for something else, even if it was digging ditches. I wouldn't stick with that and be under stress like that.
And for all my effort in trying to do the right thing, I was harassed, retaliated against, and forced to take leave. After returning from leave, everyone knew it was just a matter of time before they fired me. If I go back there, they're going to find a reason to fire me.
That's right. That's why you don't want to go back. Just move on. You'll find another job.
Fox 9 on your side at 9 starts now.
A local whistleblower fears her job is now in jeopardy. The Department of Juvenile Corrections, under orders from Director Sharon Herigfeld, is moving forward in an effort to fire the lead plaintiff in a whistleblower lawsuit against it. The department claims Rhonda Ledford is recording conversations at work against department policy.
But Ledford's lawyer tells me state law, which takes precedence, is clear in this case, and his client is entirely within her rights. Tonight we're on your side with what the whistleblower says is a thinly guised attempt to cover up a long history of wrongdoing at juvenile corrections.
It has been an extremely difficult battle for the 10 plaintiffs in this case, but it has not been without merit. Although the department failed to listen early on to prevent the sexual abuse from occurring, hopefully we've been able to prevent future abuse. The Idaho State Police conducted an investigation, and over 2 years after the first time I contacted Governor Otter's office, he finally spoke publicly about some of the issues with the department.
And tonight we're on your side with what the governor admits now needs fixing. When asked about troubles at juvenile corrections, the governor opened with a joke.
I don't know have I been sued on that one yet?
But he quickly got serious.
I have a great deal of concern about it.
What he's talking about is sexual assault of juveniles in state care.
A sexual desire.
A supervisor of security, no less, admitted to having a sexual relationship with the juvenile over an extended period of time at the Nampa facility. So, how did Julie McCormick manage to have sex on site with a juvenile multiple times?
Our system obviously was not as good in making sure that there was never a one-on-one or a time when there was a one-on-one for those kind of activities to take place. We try to do that, or we tried to do that, but obviously we failed.
The governor was asked if the buck stops with the director of juvenile corrections, Sharon Herigfeld, and he was asked directly why she had not been fired.
Frankly, a lot of what happened at juvenile corrections, I don't believe was the fault necessarily of the director, so much it was the fault of our processes that we had actually adopted and engaged in.
Appropriate processes were there, and several staff engaged in it by reporting concerns over a period of time. The failure was leadership not supporting the processes or the staff. Juvenile corrections attempts to teach accountability to juveniles, yet our government and its agencies do not lead by example. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch our video. It's been a long, hard road. Whistleblowers typically suffer. They suffer loss of a career, financial ruin, public humiliation. We've had a lot of coverage from this from the very beginning. We wanted to make sure that it went out there. KIVI in Boise, Boise Weekly, the Associated Press. They've been an amazing source of coverage. You can look this stuff up under any of their websites. You can also look it up under Ledford et al. Versus Idaho Department of Juvenile Corrections. Again, thank you for your support.
And I just can't keep living this way. So starting today, I'm breaking